The State of New Hampshire Judicial Branch, https://www.courts.nh.gov, court name, T/Ultsboroughzgai Superior Court, Norb Agency Case Number 21-018997, arrest warrant, to the sheriff of his deputies of any county in this state, or any police officer state or federal, within the state, has established under oath that probable cause exists and an arrest warrant shall issue against the defendant, Adam Montgomery D.O.B. January 22, 1990, in the county of Billsborough for one count of RSA 630:1b descriptor, second-degree murder, RSA 641:5 descriptor, tampering with witnesses and loaferistats, RSA 641:6 descriptor, falsifying physical eldix, RSA 644:7 descriptor, abuse of corpse. We command you to take him/her, if found to be in your jurisdiction, and bring him/her before the Hillsborough Superior Court, North Court, date, October 21, 2022. Brian T. Tucker, name of Judge/Justice of the Peace. The State of New Hampshire Judicial Branch, https://www.courts.nh.gov, probable cause statement for arrest warrant. 1. Detective John Dunleavy declare under penalty of perjury name of officer. 1. I am employed by and my current assignment and experience is see attachment A. Describe position, assignment, office, etc. 2. I have information, based upon, describe source, facts indicating reliability and credibility of source and nature of information. If based on personal knowledge, so state. See attachment A, see additional pages for more information. For these reasons, I ask the court to issue an arrest warrant for name Adaza Montgomery for the following crimes, DOB 0L/32/99 RSA 630:1b descriptor, second degree murder, RSA 4 descriptor. Tampering with witnesses and informants, RSA 641:6 descriptor, falsifying physical evidence, ISA 644:7 descriptor, abuse of corpse, RNA, descriptor 10/21/2022, date. Detective John Dunleavy, name of officer, signed under the penalty of perjury, the penalty for which may include a fine or imprisonment or both. Additional space for source description, facts indicating reliability and credibility of source and nature of information, see attachment A, State of New Hampshire, Hillsborough, SS, Northern District, Superior Court, ****, filed under seal, automatically sealed per NHRCRIM Pro. 50, D, 5, in re, application of Detective John Dunleavy for arrest warrant for a, M, State's motion to seal probable cause statement for arrest warrant. Now comes the State of New Hampshire, by and through its attorneys, the Office of the Attorney General, and respectfully requests that this honorable court seal the probable cause statement for arrest warrant in this matter. In support of its request, the state submits the following. 1. Detective John Dunleavy of the Manchester Police Department is applying for an arrest warrant for Adam Montgomery for the murder of his then 5-year-old daughter Harmony Montgomery in December 2019, and other related charges. 2. While the investigation into the murder of Harmony Montgomery has been extensive, that investigation remains ongoing. There are additional witnesses who remain to be interviewed, and based on the information they provide there may be further investigative steps to take. In addition, once the new charges become public, additional witnesses may come forward who had previously been holding back. 3. If the information in the probable cause statement is made public at the current time, it could taint these future investigative efforts. 4. The New Hampshire Supreme Court has recognized that protecting the confidentiality of investigative documents in the pre-indictment phase of an ongoing criminal investigation is a sufficiently compelling interest for nondisclosure that can overcome the public. Brian T. Tucker, October 21, 2022. Right of access to court records. See Petition of State of New Hampshire, Bowman Search Warrants, 146 NH 621, 2001. This makes the probable cause statement a document which is confidential in its entirety per Rule 50, B, 1, and 50, C, 2, A, C, Therefore, the state respectfully requests that this honorable court A. seal the probable cause statement for arrest warrant in this matter, B. allow the state to provide a copy of the probable cause statement to the defendant in discovery, and C. order such other and further relief as may be just and proper, date, October 20th, 2022, respectfully submitted. The State of New Hampshire, by its attorneys Loudon M. Forinella Attorney General. Jesse O'Neill, NH Bar #20723, Senior Assistant Attorney General Criminal Bureau, New Hampshire Attorney General's Office, 33 Capitol Street, Concord, New Hampshire 03301, 6397603, 271-3671. Attachment A to probable cause statement for arrest warrant of Adam Montgomery, DOB January 22, 1990, Introduction and Background, 1. I am a police officer with the City of Manchester, New Hampshire, and have been so since November of 2015. Prior to Manchester, I was a police officer with the town of Winchester, New Hampshire from July 2013 to November 2015. I graduated from the New Hampshire Police Standards and Training Class 162 in December 2013. I have held the rank of detective with the Manchester Police Department since September 2018. My duties and responsibilities as a detective include the initial investigation as well as follow-up investigation of crimes that occur in Manchester, New Hampshire. I have conducted various investigations to include sexual assaults, child pornography, homicides, and other serious crimes. 2. I have received training from the Manchester Police Department In-House Training Academy and the New Hampshire Police Standards and Training Council Full-Time Police Academy. I have also attended numerous training courses covering many different aspects of investigations. 3. The information set forth below is based on information known to me personally through my own investigation and through my communications with other law enforcement officers, including Manchester police officers. Additionally, I reviewed police reports prepared by other law enforcement officers, including Manchester Police OFFIGGFS, detailing their involvement in this investigation. This affidavit does not contain every fact known to me or other investigators. Rather, it contains material information relevant to determining whether there is sufficient probable cause to believe that Adam Montgomery, DOB January 22, 1990, committed the crimes of second-degree murder contrary to RSA 630:1b, b, tampering with witnesses and informants contrary to RSA 641:5, a, falsifying physical evidence contrary to RSA 641:6, and abuse of corpse contrary to RSA 644:7, probable cause, A. Hammond Montgomery reported missing, 4. On November 18, 2021, the Manchester Police Department received a call from a woman determined to be Crystal Sorry, DOB September 14, 1990, regarding her biological daughter Harmony Montgomery, DOB June 7, 2014. Sorry reported that Harmony, who was in the physical custody of Sorry's ex, was missing, and that she hadn't seen Harmony in over 6 months. Sorry identified her ex as Adam Michael Montgomery, DOB January 22, 1990. An employee of the Manchester Police Department contacted DCYF and learned of previous addresses associated with Adam. Manchester police officers checked those addresses, but were unable to locate Adam or Harmony. 5. On December 27, 2021, DCYF notified the Manchester Police Department that they were also unable to locate Harmony. Consequently, the Manchester Police Department initiated an investigation into the whereabouts of Harmony. Over the following days, members of the Manchester Police Department learned that Harmony had not been physically seen since approximately October/November 2019. Sorry, who resides in Massachusetts, notified authorities that she had not seen Harmony since around Easter of 2019, approximately April 21, 2019. The child had been in the physical and legal custody of her biological father, Adam Montgomery, pursuant to a decision order from the Lawrence Juvenile Court, docket No. I4CP0268LA, located in Essex County, MA, dated 02/21/2019, 6. The case was subsequently assigned to me. During my follow-up with Crystal, she explained that she had lost custody of the child in July 2018 to the state of Massachusetts, in part due to a substance abuse issue. Crystal said that both she and Adam had past issues with substance abuse. 7. Crystal reported that since then she has regained sobriety and unsuccessfully made attempts throughout 2021 to locate Adam and Harmony. Adam and his subsequent partner Kayla Montgomery, DOB August 31, 1990, had blocked all communication with Crystal through phone numbers and social media applications. Crystal said over the years she made attempts to locate Harmony by contacting various schools and driving by addresses associated with Adam, but she was unable to make any progress. 8. Crystal said that she believed she last physically saw Harmony during a FaceTime video call with Adam around Easter 2019. Crystal stated that Adam was visible in the background of the video call. Crystal recalled that Harmony seemed frightened. 9. Beginning on December 27, 2021, members of the Manchester Police Department actively made attempts to track down Adam and to talk to involved family members to establish the last time that Harmony was physically observed and known to be safe. Officers and investigators were initially unable to make contact with Adam via phone. However, investigators were able to make contact with various family members, including parties associated with Adam who reside in Florida. Through these family members, investigators received information that Adam had previously admitted to giving Harmony a black eye in approximately July 2019. B. First interview with Kayla Montgomery. 10. On December 28, 2021, I spoke with Adam's wife, Kayla Montgomery. Kayla shares 3 younger children with Adam who are all presently accounted for. During my follow-up with Kayla, Adam and Kayla are the biological parents of 3 minor children, all younger than Harmony. SM was born June 8, 2017, DM was born January 30, 2019, and CM was born November 4, 2020, after Harmony was killed. I asked about the last time she had physically seen Harmony. Kayla said that sometime in November or December of 2019, she saw Harmony one morning prior to going to work. Adam said that he was driving Harmony back to Crystal, who was living in Massachusetts at the time. Kayla said that she believed Harmony had been returned to Crystal. Kayla claimed she never saw or heard about Harmony after that day. 11. Kayla had not physically seen Adam since late October 2021 and had not spoken with him since around mid-November 2021. Kayla claimed Adam was living in a sober house and had then left the area to live in Maine with another female. C. First contact with Adam Montgomery. 12. On December 31, 2021, patrol officers were able to make contact with Adam and his new girlfriend Kelsey Small together sleeping in a vehicle in the area of Harwell Street in Manchester. Investigators including myself, Detective Kozowick, and Detective Riley responded to that location to speak with the couple. 13. Small claimed that she had been romantically involved with Adam for over a year. Small said that she was aware that Adam has 3 children from one mother and another child from before that. However, Small said that Adam was not in touch with any child from his prior relationship. Small claimed that Adam had never talked about Harmony, and she had no information on where she may be. 14. During our interaction with Adam, we stressed our concern that Harmony had not been physically observed in over 2 years, and that we had concern for whether or not she was still alive. Adam did not exhibit much emotion or reaction to this. D. Further interview with Kayla Montgomery. 15. Also on December 31, 2021, Kayla Montgomery participated in a voluntary interview with Detective Riley and myself. During this interview she spoke about the last time she saw Harmony. In this interview she told us that 2 days after Thanksgiving 2019, which would have been November 30, 2019, Adam had taken her to work, which she said was a 6:00 a.m. to 2 p.m. shift at Dunkin' Donuts on Eddy Road in Manchester. She said that while Adam was dropping her off, he said he was bringing Harmony to her, Harmony's mom, and he was going to meet her, Harmony's mom, and bring Harmony to stay with her. Kayla said that later that day Adam picked her up and he no longer had Harmony. He said he had just dropped Harmony of L. Kayla said she assumed Adam dropped Harmony off in Massachusetts as that is where Crystal was living at the time. 16. Detectives were concerned about Kayla's account that Adam claimed he was bringing Harmony to Crystal, especially because Crystal outright denied ever taking custody of Harmony from Adam at that time, or ever seeing Harmony following the video chat in April 2019. The investigation revealed that in November 2019, Crystal lived at 39 Chapel Street No. 3 in Lowell, Massachusetts with her boyfriend, Joseph Eckert, DOB December 17, 1989. On December 31, 2021, Joseph was interviewed, and he confirmed that he was living with Crystal in 2019, and Harmony was not with Crystal at all from October 2019 to present. In fact, Joseph stated that he has never met Harmony in person. A review of DCYF involvements indicated that social workers had not viewed Harmony since October 1, 2019, during a home visit with Adam Montgomery in New Hampshire. 17. Not only have family members not seen Harmony since 2019, DCYF contacted the Manchester School District on September 10, 2021. A representative from the school district stated that Harmony was not registered in the district, Family Court Order Re, locating and protective supervision of Harmony Montgomery, 18. On December 31, 2021, the 9th Circuit Family Division Manchester granted protective supervision of Harmony to DCYF from Adam via a juvenile abuse/neglect ex parte order. At the time of the order, Adam had been Harmony's sole custodian. The order stated specifically that Adam was ordered to cooperate with the Manchester Police Department and assist with locating Harmony. Detective Riley served Adam with that order on the afternoon of December 31, 2021 at approximately 1,610 hours. However, Adam refused to provide any information on the whereabouts of Harmony. When handed the order by detectives and told that he had to provide information on Harmony's whereabouts, Adam said, "Either arrest me or I'm leaving," and refused to answer additional questions. 19. Adam was arrested on charges related to Harmony on January 4, 2022, and was formally charged and arraigned on January 5, 2022. These charges consist of second-degree assault for an incident in July 2019, inference with custody, and 2 charges of endangering the welfare of a child. He has been detained at the Hillsborough County House of Corrections since that date. Kayla Montgomery's grand jury testimony, 20. On May 20, 2022, Kayla Montgomery testified before the grand jury for Hillsborough County Northern District as part of the grand jury's investigation into the disappearance of Harmony Montgomery. Kayla was under oath for her testimony. During her testimony, Kayla was asked about the last time she saw Harmony. She stated, in sum, that it was 2 days after Thanksgiving 2019, which would have been November 30, 2019, when Adam dropped her off to work her 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. shift at Dunkin' Donuts in Goffstown. Harmony was in the car, and Adam said he was bringing Harmony to her, Harmony's mother. When Adam picked Kayla up a little after 2 p.m., Harmony was no longer with Adam, and Adam said he brought Harmony to her, Harmony's mom. At this time, Kayla said she never saw Harmony after that, and she didn't know what happened to Harmony. 21. Investigators researched Kayla's claim about the location and shift she was working 2 days after Thanksgiving 2019, which was November 30, 2019. All Dunkin' Donuts locations in Goffstown confirmed that Kayla was not working there on November 30, 2019. Records obtained from New Hampshire Employment Security showed that the only employer who paid Kayla in November 2019 was a Dunkin' Donuts in Hooksett, New Hampshire, and that Dunkin' Donuts store confirmed that Kayla was fired from that location on November 23, 2019. As arrest warrant was obtained for Kayla for 2 charges of perjury. 22. Kayla was arrested on the perjury charges on June 3, 2022. On that same day, Kayla participated in a proffer interview at Manchester Police Department. Her attorney was present for the interview. Kayla Montgomery's first proffer interview. 23. During the proffer interview, Kayla admitted she had lied during her grand jury testimony. She stated that she had information related to Harmony Montgomery. Kayla stated that the family, herself, Adam, Harmony, SM, and DM, was evicted from where they were living on Guildford Street in Manchester the day before Thanksgiving 2019, which would have been November 27, 2019. Kayla said after that they were living in their vehicle, which we know to be a Chrysler Sebring. During their time living out of the vehicle, they stayed in the parking lot of Colonial Village on River Road in Manchester, where their friend, Anthony Botterill, DOB August 30, 1973, lived, 24. Kayla stated that from Thanksgiving up until the beginning of December, Botterill saw Harmony and the other two boys and would wave at them. She also said that Botterill brought them Thanksgiving leftovers while they were in the Sebring, and that he saw Harmony at the time and he and Harmony waved at each other, 25. Kayla stated that on the day the Chrysler Sebring broke down, known to be December 7, 2019, as discussed in further detail below, Adam Montgomery struck Harmony, which caused her death. Kayla stated that while living in the vehicle together, Adam was extremely upset that 5-year-old Harmony was not saying when she needed to go to the bathroom and was having accidents in the car. Kayla stated that after each accident Adam would get upset and would strike Harmony in the face/head with a closed fist. 26. Kayla stated that on December 7, 2019, prior to the vehicle breaking down, Adam struck Harmony in the face/head on 3 separate occasions because she had a bathroom accident. This happened while Adam was driving the vehicle. Kayla described that Harmony was in the rear seat on the passenger side, and while Adam was driving he turned his body and delivered sets of 3 to 4 blows with a closed fist to Harmony's face/head on 3 separate occasions over the course of a few minutes. Kayla stated that after the final blow, Adam said words to the effect of that he felt something or heard something when he hit Harmony, and, "I think I really hurt her this time. I think I did something." Harmony began making a moaning type noise which went on for roughly 5 minutes and then stopped. At no time did anyone stop or get Harmony medical attention as the result of this assault. Kayla said this happened in the morning while the family was on their way to the Burger King on Route 3 in Manchester, and afterwards the family returned to the parking lot of the Colonial Village apartments. The family stayed at Colonial Village for approximately 20 minutes, during which time no one checked on Harmony. Kayla could not recall exactly what they did during this 20-minute time period. 2:27. Kayla said that after approximately 20 minutes, the family left the Colonial Village apartments, and shortly thereafter their ear broke down. Kayla said she thought the car died at probably 8 o'clock or 9 a.m. According to Manchester Police Department records, the car was broken down in the intersection of Elm Street and Webster Street at approximately 12:11 p.m. on December 7, 2019. Kayla said it was at that time that she and Adam discovered that Harmony was not breathing and was deceased. Kayla stated that Adam went to the trunk of the vehicle, removed clothing from a black and red Under Armour duffel bag and placed the lifeless body of Harmony into the bag. Kayla stated at no point did either of them have any conversation about getting any type of life-saving measures for Harmony, and that Adam simply put Harmony's dead body into the bag and walked it back to the parking lot of the Colonial Village apartments. 28. Kayla indicated that once back at Colonial Village, Botterill drove them from the apartment complex back to their vehicle to collect their belongings before the vehicle was towed. Kayla said that Botterill then allowed them to stay in his Audi parked in the parking lot for 2 or 3 days over the weekend. In a second proffer interview, conducted on June 23, 2022, Kayla said that during this approximately 20-minute time period, Adam had her get a bag of heroin/fentanyl from Botterill. She and Adam then used some of that heroin/fentanyl before leaving the Colonial Village parking 10T. 29. Kayla stated that while they were staying in Botterill's Audi, after Harmony's death, Adam was keeping the bag with Harmony's body inside of the trunk of the vehicle, but also would leave it out on the snow to stop the decomposition of the body from happening. Anthony Botterill's grand jury testimony. 30. On March 21, 2022, Anthony Botterill testified before the grand jury for Hillsborough County Northern District as part of the grand jury's investigation into the disappearance of Harmony Montgomery. During his testimony, Botterill stated that after the Montgomery family was evicted, he allowed them to stay in his car, an Audi, for 2 days. He said he believed it was the weekend immediately after Thanksgiving, which would have been approximately November 30th and December 1st, 2019, and he testified that he brought Thanksgiving leftovers to the car for them to eat. Botterill testified that he did not see Harmony in the Audi. That it was only Adam, Kayla, and the 2 younger boys, SM and DM. Botterill testified that he never bothered to ask where Harmony was. Botterill testified that the only 2 times he ever saw Harmony were back in August and September 2019. Botterill testified that when the Montgomerys left the Audi after the 2 days they stayed there, that he believed Kayla said she was going to her mother's, 31. In his grand jury testimony, Botterill testified that he only let the Montgomery family stay in his Audi for 2 days, but he was not aware of whether the Montgomery family was possibly living in a different car in the parking lot to his apartment building for additional days. Botterill said that they could have stayed in their own car, Chrysler Sebring, before it got messed up. Botterill explained that he was aware that after the Montgomerys got evicted they had a gray Chrysler, but that they didn't have the car anymore when they arrived to stay in his Audi. He said that when they arrived to stay in the Audi, they were dropped off by some friend of theirs who was a girl, and that they didn't have anything other than the 2 boys and formula for the baby and diapers. Botterill said they didn't have anything else, not even bags of clothes. Donna Demers grand jury testimony 32. On May 20, 2022, Botterill's girlfriend, Donna Demers, DOB November 19, 1992, also testified before the grand jury for Hillsborough County Northern District. She testified that the only time she saw Harmony was September 2019, together with Botterill. She testified about the Thanksgiving leftovers being fresh, and she believed Botterill gave them to the Montgomerys either on Thanksgiving Day 2019 or the next day. She testified that she had a brief opportunity to look inside the car the Montgomerys were in, which she said was Botterill's car, the Audi, and that she only saw 2 younger children in the car, not Harmony. Demers was confident that Harmony was not in the car. Anthony Botterill's proffer interview. 33. On September 22, 2022, a proffer interview was conducted with Anthony Botterill. Also present was Senior Assistant Attorney General Jesse O'Neill, Detective Max Rahill, Deputy Tufts of the U.S. Marshals, Botterill's attorney Ashley Sheehan, and myself. Botterill indicated that he had met Adam Montgomery through Kayla in 2019. He admitted he did provide crack and fentanyl to the Montgomerys. Botterill stated he would buy the Montgomerys food stamps off of them prior to them staying in his vehicle and after they stayed in his vehicle. 34. Botterill stated that after Thanksgiving of 2019, the Montgomerys came to him with just their 2 boys and no Harmony and asked if they could stay with them due to them being evicted and their car breaking down. Botterill did not recall how the Montgomerys arrived at his home. Botterill stated they arrived with few belongings and recalled a trash bag. Botterill offered them his Audi to sleep, which was parked in the rear of his Colonial Village apartment building located at 21 West River Drive in Manchester, New Hampshire. Botterill was unclear on the timing, at first saying it was the weekend after Thanksgiving, November 30th to December 1st, but then, when confronted with information that the Montgomerys still had their own car at that point, agreed that it may have been the following weekend, December 7th, December 8th. He said he provided them Thanksgiving leftovers, which would have been older leftovers if it was the following weekend, and a pizza. Botterill repeatedly denied seeing Harmony and stated he only knew that the family had been staying in the parking lot for 2 nights in his Audi. When confronted with the statement Kayla made about him seeing Harmony every day from Thanksgiving to the beginning of December and waving to Harmony and the 2 boys in the car, Botterill stated she was lying. I questioned Botterill about helping the Montgomerys retrieve belongings from their car when it broke down at Webster St. and Elm St., and he stated he did not remember that happening. Donna Demers proffer interview 35. After Botterill's interview concluded, a proffer interview was conducted with his girlfriend, Donna Demers, with her attorney Dan Duckett present. Demers stated she only stayed at Botterill's part-time and that she primarily resided with her parents in Derry, New Hampshire. Demers recalled the Montgomerys arriving at Botteriau's apartment and that they appeared stressed and mostly concerned with getting drugs. Demers recalled them carrying duffel bags and trash bags, and when asked if there was any color to the duffel bag, she stated she believed there was, but could not recall any details. Demers was not aware if Botteriau had helped the family retrieve any of their belongings from their vehicle, which had broken down. Demers remembered Adam, Kayla, and their 2 boys arriving, but was adamant she never saw Harmony. Demers recalled bringing fresh Thanksgiving leftovers, possibly the day after Thanksgiving, to the Montgomerys when they were living out of the car. She initially recalled that the Montgomerys were living out of the Audi at the time, but when confronted with information that the Montgomerys still had their own car that weekend, 11/30-12/01, Demers admitted that she may not be remembering the car correctly. Demers stated that when she brought the Thanksgiving leftovers, there were 2 kids jumping around in the back seat and she did not see Harmony in the car. At the time, SM was approximately 2 years old and DM was approximately 10 months old. It is extremely unlikely that a 10-month-old would be jumping around, and therefore investigators believe that Demers may have seen Harmony without realizing it was her. Facebook and Google search warrants. 36. During the investigation, search warrants were obtained for Facebook and Google records relevant to the time period of late November/early December 2019. Location data from Google was consistent with the Montgomerys staying in the Colonial Village parking lot from approximately November 27, 2019 through December 8, 2019, which corroborates Kayla's account of the time period they stayed there. 37. In addition, another witness interviewed during the investigation, Kimberly Frayne, recalled personally interacting with the Montgomerys while they were staying in the Audi in the Colonial Village parking lot during the overnight hours of December 7 into December 8, 2019. Frayne went to help the Montgomerys because the Audi had died and Kayla was worried the family was in danger from the cold. Frayne said that she did not see Harmony at that time, and it was only Adam, Kayla, and the 2 boys. Facebook messages exchanged between Matt Gendron, DOB July 9, 1981, and Kayla Montgomery also confirmed this date and time. Frame, showing Kayla reaching out to Gendron about the Audi having died and being concerned about the cold. December 7 to 8, 2019 would have been the weekend following the weekend after Thanksgiving. In other words, 1 week after the weekend Botteriau testified that he believed the Montgomerys stayed in his Audi. This corroborates Kayla's time frame of when they stayed in Botteriau's Audi. Interviews of Courtney O'Brien and Matt Garcia, 38. On January 5, 2022, investigators spoke with Courtney O'Brien, who said her husband Matt Garcia had known Adam their entire life. She also said that Adam used to work for her. She related how she and Garcia had seen Adam, Kayla, Harmony, and the 2 boys Thanksgiving night 2019, and that the family was living out of the Sebring at the time. O'Brien also recalled a conversation she had with Adam sometime between approximately December 2019 and January 2020, during which Adam said Harmony was with her, Harmony's mom, that it happened really fast, and Harmony wouldn't stop peeing her pants and she was better off with her mom. 39. On January 5, 2022, investigators also spoke with Matt Garcia, separately from Courtney O'Brien. Garcia explained that he and Adam met when he, Garcia, was 14 years old. He considered Adam to be a friend. Garcia said that the only time he saw Harmony was on Thanksgiving 2019 when Adam, Kayla, and the kids were living in a car. Garcia told investigators about a phone call he had with Adam on December 31, 2021, which was after news broke that Harmony was missing. Garcia said he asked Adam about the news regarding Harmony, and Adam said he had talked to police that morning. Adam told Garcia he didn't know why the police were bothering him, and that he gave Harmony back to her, Harmony's mother, after Garcia had seen her on Thanksgiving. Garcia said, Adam said, he goes, the kid, Harmony, wouldn't stop pissing and shitting everywhere. She was driving me nuts. We were living in the car, so I had her mom come and get her. Garcia elaborated, speaking as if he was Adam, that Harmony was having her accidents everywhere, all the time, every 5 minutes. We were living in a car. I couldn't take it. I had to give her to her mom, 40. The information from O'Brien and Garcia is consistent with Kayla's information that Adam would get upset with Harmony over her bathroom accidents and eventually killed her due to her having a bathroom accident in the car. Finding Harmony Montgomery's DNA in the Chrysler Sebring. 41. Investigators located the Chrysler Sebring that the Montgomery family lived in after being evicted from 77 Guilford Street and in which Harmony was killed. This vehicle was the subject of a call for service at approximately 12:11 p.m. on December 7, 2019 at the intersection of Webster Street and Elm Street in Manchester. This is consistent with Kayla's statement in her June 3, 2022 proffer interview that Adam killed Harmony on the day their Sebring broke down. Tow documents show the tow company was on scene to tow the Sebring from approximately 12:52 to 1:39 p.m. The Sebring was thereafter treated as an abandoned vehicle, and an abandoned vehicle tracking report created by Auto City Collision Repair Center for the Sebring noted that later, on December 16, 2019, there was no power to the dash and an attempt to jumpstart the Sebring resulted in the car immediately starting to smoke. The Sebring was eventually sold to Hebert's Used Auto Parts in Goffstown, New Hampshire, on or about January 29, 2020, where it was located by Manchester detectives on approximately January 1, 2022. The manager of Hebert's Used Auto Parts consented to the seizure and search of the Sebring by Manchester detectives. 42. When the Sebring was searched, inside of the vehicle, investigators located a Pink Trolls electric toothbrush, which was assigned property number JMT7. This toothbrush was submitted to the New Hampshire State Police Forensic Laboratory, the State Lab, for potential DNA analysis. A buccal swab was taken from Crystal Sorry by consent and was also submitted to the State Lab for comparison purposes. Upon completion of the analysis, Katie L. Swango, Ph.D. and criminalist H at the State Lab, issued a report dated January 19, 2022, where she wrote, "The DNA obtained from the toothbrush, JMT7, is from a biological female. The DNA profile obtained from the toothbrush cannot be excluded as that from a biological child of Crystal Sorry based on a comparison of these DNA profiles only. It is at least 108 billion times more likely to see these genetic results if the DNA profile obtained from the toothbrush is from a biological child of Crystal Sorry than an untested, unrelated, random woman. It should be noted that Harmony is the only female child of Crystal Sorry. Based on these lab results, there is strong reason to believe that the DNA profile obtained from the toothbrush, JMT7, is that of Harmony Montgomery, and it will be referred to as such herein. 0. Movements of Harmony Montgomery by Adam Montgomery. A. Harmony's body moved to Kayla's mother's residence on Dubuque Street, 43. In her June 3, 2022 proffer, Kayla explained how Harmony's body was moved to various locations over the course of the next several months. She stated that after living in Bottero's Audi in the Colonial Village parking lot, that they then moved in with her mother, Christina Lubin, DOB March 23, 1970, and her mother's boyfriend, John Gallion, DOB September 6, 1965, at 258 Dubuque Street No. 1, Manchester, New Hampshire. Kayla said that when they arrived at the residence, Harmony's body, which was still in a duffel bag, was placed inside of a red cooler with a white top in the common hallway of the apartment building. She stated the body was left there the whole time the faintly stayed there, until the end of December 2019, 44. On February 18, 2022, Lubin testified before the grand jury for Hillsborough County Northern District. During her testimony, she explained that in December 2019, Adam, Kayla, SM, and DM moved in to live with her for 2 or 3 weeks, and they left on December 30th or 31st. Lubin said they did not have Harmony with them, and Kayla told her that Harmony had gone back to live with her, Harmony's, mother at a rehab facility in Massachusetts. Lubin testified that during that time frame of December 2019, she was not aware of Adam or Kayla making any effort to get in touch with Harmony or Sorry. She also testified that in that time frame she did not see Adam or Kayla cry about not having Harmony. 45. After Kayla's proffer interview, I traveled to 258 Dubuque St. No. 1 and obtained a consent to search from Lubin and Gallion. I explained to Lubin that I needed to obtain a red cooler with a white lid. Lubin stated the cooler had been in her bedroom closet for close to 2 years. I asked her if this cooler had previously been in the common hallway, and she confirmed it was. Lubin and Gallion consented to the search and seizure of the cooler, pictured below. The cooler was submitted to the state lab for processing. According to reports received from the state lab, the results of a screening test performed on samples from the cooler were negative for the presence of blood. In addition, no suitable areas of friction ridge detail were developed on the cooler. B. Hananis Bod moved to families in transition shelter on Lake Avenue, 46. Law enforcement previously knew, and Kayla confirmed in her June 3, 2022 proffer interview, that after leaving her mother's house the family, Adam, Kayla, SM, and DM, moved into a families in transition, FIT, shelter at 177, Lake Avenue No. 1, Manchester, New Hampshire. This was approximately December 30, 2019. In her proffer interview, Kayla said that the under Ancour bag with Hananis' body was brought to the FIT shelter as well. Kayla said that Adam placed it in the ceiling vent in the bedroom. Kayla stated that during this time, there was liquid coining from the bag containing Harmony's dead body, and there was an odor. She said Adam placed a trash bag around the bag to keep it from leaking. Search of the FIT shelter on Lake Avenue, 47. On June 4, 2022, detectives conducted a search of 177, Lake Avenue No. 1. During the search of the apartment, detectives located a ceiling vent in the bedroom, pictured here. 48. Detectives removed the vent in order to check the top side of the ceiling sheetrock. There, next to the opening for the ceiling vent, detectives located a large area of staining. This area is directly next to the ceiling vent where Kayla Montgomery described that Adam Montgomery put Harmony's deceased body in the Under Armour bag. Detectives noted that this area had a smell consistent with decomposition. The photo below was taken by a detective who was standing up in the ceiling vent hole after the vent was removed. The area of staining is circled. 49. A large section of the ceiling sheetrock was removed and seized, which included the stain, metal framing, and the hole for the ceiling vent. The ceiling vent itself was also seized. The photo below shows the area of sheetrock and metal framing that was seized. The area of staining is again circled. 2. Forensic testing of the ceiling section from the FIT shelter on Lake Avenue, 50. The ceiling sheetrock with the metal framing attached, together with the vent, were submitted to the state lab for serology, DNA, and latent friction ridge, fingerprint, processing. In a report dated June 10, 2022, Martin S. Orlowicz, cryoanalyst at the state lab, wrote that 13 areas of friction ridge detail were developed, 6 on the metal framing attached to the sheetrock and 7 on the metal vent itself. In a report dated July 6, 2022, criminalist Orlowicz noted that not all areas of friction ridge detail were sufficient to be identifiable, and some of the areas contained multiple impressions. In all, cryoanalyst Orlowicz noted and analyzed 10 identifiable impressions, 9 from the metal vent and 1 from the metal framing, 51. Criminalist Orlowicz matched all 9 of the identifiable impressions from the metal vent to Adam Montgomery, 3 to his left middle finger, 2 to his left little finger, 1 to his left ring and middle fingers, simultaneous fingers impression, 1 to his left index finger, 1 to his right index finger, and 1 to his left palm. Both Adam and Kayla Montgomery were excluded from the impression from the metal framing, so that impression was subsequently searched through multiple automated biometric identification system, ABIS, databases. As a result, the impression from the metal framing was identified as the left little, ring, middle, and index simultaneous fingers impression of Yared B. Luhano Mondrag. Investigators were able to confirm that an individual named Yared B. Luhano Mondragan was a drywall installer who worked on the 177 Lake Avenue building. 52. On June 9, 2022, the state lab confirmed that serology testing on the ceiling section produced several positive samples for human fluids. The state lab attempted DNA analysis on the sealing section, but it was not successful due to what has been explained to me as the presence of potential inhibitors, which prevented further analysis. 2 samples were cut from the area of staining and 1 from the framing, and they were sent to DNA Labs International in Florida, as was Harmony's DNA profile as obtained from the toothbrush in the Sebring, JMT7, Crystal Sorey's DNA profile as obtained via consent, and Adam Montgomery's DNA profile as obtained via a search warrant. When tested, one of the samples from the stain and the sample from the metal framing had an insufficient amount of DNA, and no further analysis was performed. The other sample from the